In this video, we're looking at IMAT 2020, question 25. So, we're asked, if one of the following happened, which would allow you to distinguish between replication and transcription? And we have a choice of breaking hydrogen bonds, forming hydrogen bonds, and forming phosphodiester bonds. So let's make ourselves a little table and we can tick these off to see which one is going to be the odd one out. So let's start looking at breaking our hydrogen bonds. We know for both our processes, replication and transcription, we're going to be needing DNA. And how do we break our hydrogen bonds? What is that going to do? So we're breaking our hydrogen bonds, we're breaking our bonds in the middle that are attaching our bases together. So we're separating the strands. And that's going to help us form our new strands. And does that happen in replication and transcription? Well, yeah, it does. In both cases, we need to separate our strands. In replication, we're separating it to form new DNA strands, and in transcription, we need to separate them to form an RNA strand. So yeah, this happens in both our processes. How about forming hydrogen bonds? When is that going to occur? So we've already said breaking our bonds is separating the strands, while forming our new strands is going to need to form new hydrogen bonds between the bases. And because we're doing that in both replication and transcription, just with different strands, we need hydrogen bonds forming in both of our processes. So this one is also both correct. And how about our phosphodiester bonds? Where do these bonds form? So these are the bonds that form not in between our bases, but in between our bases here when we're drawing them together to form them on the same strand. So that's going to happen between a hydroxyl group on our sugar and our phosphate group. So these are forming with the addition of new nucleotides to a new strand. And as we know, we're forming new strands in both processes, so both of these are going to have phosphodiester bonds. And as we can see, our table is full. There's no odd ones out. All of these processes happen in both of our processes, so none of them would be able to distinguish. So our final answer is answer C.